Hey YouTube, this is Cheese Factory. This is going to be a deck profile for maTROLLches, which are pretty funny. They're very amusing. They're a kind of hilarious deck to play, and they got support in Tachyons out there, pretty competitive now. And I've been trolling around with it. You'll notice that they're not actually called maTROLLches anymore, they're now called maTROLLches, which is an epic name for them that I did not coin, so I'm not claiming credit for that. Anyways, the deck is really good. It's not like broken, but it's very consistent and very powerful. It has some pretty insane explosive plays, and it's control for a long time, so. I'm running double Cruftsont. I run him for Invoker only, pretty much. Or, I mean, not for Invoker, for Hoot Cake usually. I Hoot Cake into him, because he's just great. He can be level 3 or level 4, and he's a pretty big beater under Chateau. Triple Hoot Cake, of course, it's the power engine of the deck, I guess. I mean, if you drop Hoot Cake, you're gonna be in a good situation, because he's just insanely good. But there's some really long, insane combos involving cards like Mewful and Hoot Cake. 3 maTROLLchen, it's the Stratos, and it's great with offering because you can maTROLLchen for a maTROLLchen for a maTROLLchen for a Hoot Cake, and just do giant explosive plays. 3 Mewful, this card's amazing. If you can go Mewful Hoot Cake, then that's pretty much game because the play is so strong. And it's, of course, just good with maTROLLche, because that's the whole point of maTROLLche. maTROLLche, you can add 1 maTROLLche, spell, or trap from your deck to your hand if this card is special summoned while you control Beast maTROLLche. Mewful special summons a maTROLLche, and Mewful is Beast. Mewful and maTROLLche is amazing. Then double Valor, double T-King. I'm not running Pudding Cess because I don't really think it's good when you're running cards like Hoot Cake to have anything that says I don't want Grave. And I'm running these because I want stuff that will always go to Grave without needing to be an XYZ material. These guys are just hilarious because you can't get them into the grave. It's stupid, so Hoot Cake's effect can be hard to pull off, but usually it's pretty easy to just get a rank 3 or something pretty early. I might like run a tour guide or something, I don't know yet. Triple Chateau. This card's great. It buffs them all up by 500, and it says if they go to the grave, if they would go back to your deck by a maTROLLche's effect, they go back to your hand instead. And all their effects send them back to the deck, so basically every time they die, they just go back to your hand. There's actually a really hilarious play where you run Offering and Chateau, if you have both, and then every time they attack, you just pay 500 to summon a monster, and then when they kill it, that goes back to your hand, and you can just resummon it forever. It's really, really hilarious, actually. Especially if you're doing it with a maTROLLchen, because you have to search your whole deck out. It's pretty hilarious. 3 tickets. I might go down to 2 tickets and 2 Chateau. I don't know yet, because it's searchable, and you can only have 1 anyways. 1 of each, because ticket's effect only works once per turn, and Chateau is a field spell, so it doesn't help to have more than 1. Heavy Dark Hole Reborn, of course. And then double MSTs and 1 Night Beam. I've been liking running a Night Beam. It's really good against water and against Fire Fist sometimes. You can use it to stop them from chaining stuff. So if you hit a Abyss Sphere, it's great. And then the MSTs are just always good, so I don't know. Extra deck, I'm running double Invoker. It's a really big power play of the deck as you go Invoker for Tiramisu. And it's basically the game. Leviar, Leviathan, Acid Golem, Tempo, Zenmain. I'm running Soul of Silver Mountain. It's pretty good. It's got a effect that blocks spell traps from being activated. And when it kills stuff, you can special summon monsters from your grave. I don't know how great it is, but I'll run it for now. I've never actually summoned it. Dweller, Direwolf. Direwolf's just a 1-for-1 pop. You can summon it and kill something. Or you can summon Direwolf, and then if you have a Cruftsont or a Mewful, you can pop those. Dweller is obviously good. Gaga Cowboy is obviously good. My Stroke is good. And then you have your Black Ship of Corn, which gets over Zenmans and stuff. But you don't really need any of that because Queen Tiramisu is so insanely good. Oh my god. Oh my, Okay, so first of all, it's a 2700, 2600 under Chateau. So it's already, it says insane stats for any rank 4. And then its effect says, once per turn, you can detach one Exceed material to target up to 2 maTROLLches in your grave. Cost. Shuffle those cards into the deck, then shuffle cards your opponent controls into their deck up to the number of cards you return. So if you bounce 2, you can shuffle 2. So this is already insane because it's already a +2, and they go to the deck so they can't get them back easily. It's now for like Light Pulsar or something. And the really stupidly good thing is if you have Chateau on the field, Tiramisu dumps your maTROLLches in your grave back to your own deck, and Chateau sends them back to your hand instead, which is really derpy. It's insane. It's really, really stupid, actually. Actually, did I say the traps? I didn't. That's just pretty funny. So I'll go ahead and do that. Judgment, Warning, Bottomlesses, Torrentials, Compulses, and Offerings. It's pretty obvious. I just ran Compulse because it's good. I might take one out for a Starlight, though, because these two take out spell traps on targets and make you vulnerable to Heavy Storm. But when they're so searchable, it doesn't really matter. Torrentials and Dark Holes are because it helps me get stuff in my grave. I can just summon, set a Torrential, drop the Torrential, and now I have a target for Hoot Kick. So that's pretty much the trap lineup. And then it's only one warning because this deck's legal for the new March format. Side deck, double Mind Crush, double Trap Stun, triple Soul Drain, double DD Crow, 2 more Night Beams, a third MST, triple Prohibition. So this is a pretty weird side deck. The Trap Stuns are just for trap heavy decks because I also run traps. Soul Drains are for all of those grave decks that are out there right now that keep growing, there's always more. The DD Crows are for Fire Kings to drop on Garunix, or for a Grava or something. Mind Crushes and Prohibitions are primarily for Prophecies because they're on DN. With Spellbook Judgment Day, and if I go turn 1 Prohibition, call Spellbook Secrets, he can't really combo. And if I can just Mind Crush stuff, it's pretty insane. So that's the deck. It's really hilarious. It's really fun just because everything's trolly. It's maTROLLches, so it's pretty lolsy. And I might show some stuff. And basic combo is Summon Mufel, effect Special Summon Hoot Cake, effective Hoot Cake Special Summon Croissant. Then you're going to take Mufel and Hoot Cake for an Invoker. And then you're going to detach in order to Special Summon Masin-Gelato. And because Croissant is a beast, Masin-Gelato lets you search out Ticket, activate Ticket, return Ticket to hand for Croissant's effect, reactivate Ticket, overlay them for Queen Tiramisu, and then you can detach for Tiramisu, bounce both of these back to your deck to bounce 2 cards your opponent controls, and then the ones you bounce to your deck triggers Ticket, and you get to special summon another Croissant, because Tiramisu is a fairy, so it triggers Ticket's second effect. It's really good. It's a good deck. It's consistent, it's powerful, it's hilarious, and it's fun. And it's punny. Croissant. It's a croissant with a dog. It's roof croissant. Hoot Cake. You see, it's like little cake stuff, and he's an owl. It's Hoot Cake. Majlian. I have no idea what Majlian means, so I have no idea why that's a pun. But I do know that it's a spellcaster, and she's a witch, and she uses a fork as her wand. Mufil. I don't know what Fuil is, but I know it's cat. That you put a cat in, and it becomes Mufil. Masin-Gelato. Gelato is obviously ice cream of a sort. Although I think that's actually Italian, so I don't know why it's here. But it's pretty hilarious because it's a messenger. It's Masin-Gelato, and see, it has the mailbox with. Anyway, so that's the that's the deck, and the final really good thing about this deck you have to remember is that the weakest monster in this deck is 1k, and the next step up from that is 1900. Because Chateau buffs everything. Very little in this deck will ever be below 2k, which is insane. It just totally crunches out the regular 1400 marks. It's a great deck. It's very fun. Pretty competitive. So yeah, that's all. And hope you like the deck. I might do a couple videos. And this is Cheese Factory signing out.